From the beginning of recorded history, people have yearned to know about their family and their origins. Some have written memoirs, kept diaries, or recorded videos. Most, however, have quietly slipped into obscurity, leaving our families and loved ones in the dark about our life stories and lessons. The Priceless Legacy Company exists to prevent this tragic loss of stories, wisdom, and traditions from occurring. Life story preservation has always been important, but now it is easy and affordable.
The mission of the Priceless Legacy Company is to help people preserve their life stories and lessons for the benefit of current and future generations. We do this by combining passion and process. By this we mean the human contact and connection of our force of legacy consultants in local communities combined with our central company staff and proprietary systems.
The thing I like most about being a legacy consultant is actually spending time with the subject. Originally I did it for the money, but I found that it's really a whole lot of fun too.
The way you feel when you're with the subject is so amazing, just because you are truly lost in time, because they're taking you back through their life.
Some of the things in there was that I experienced growing up. My kids didn't believe that really happened. Going in the back door, black and white water fountain, and black and white bathroom. My kids didn't believe that actually happened. I thought it was wonderful to see a book with my life story in it.
I really enjoyed the process of creating my life. Going back in time, remembering all the small details that seem to have faded over the years are all nice and fresh in my mind, and all I have to do now is look at the book and they're right there.
The process at the Priceless Legacy Company refers to the methodical steps that we take to create high-quality, highly customized products on a consistent basis. By centralizing the technology and the artistic know-how, we're able to create those highly customized, high-quality products at an affordable price.
The result of this union of passion and process is the beautiful Life Story package, an heirloom quality life story book, a DVD of the photographs, and a CD recording of the actual guided interview.
Most people have either a sense of regret or a sense of expectation regarding the need to preserve life stories. For example, the loss of a parent or grandparent before their story was recorded is something that the family quite literally will never forget. It's a gnawing sense of lost opportunity that is all the more impactful because we know on some level that it might have been avoided.
It's so disheartening for me to have put off this experience, to do this for my dad. I lost my mom when I was 6 years old, and I didn't have her story. I should have known better to not capture the story of my dad while I had the opportunity.
Here recently, I was at my mom's house, and she was telling me a story about herself when she was growing up, and I thought, man, that'd be pretty nice to catch in a recording and play it back to my kids. And here lately, I've been real busy, but I thought about just taking the time, stopping, and go ahead and just capturing her life story. And I'm planning to do that here in the next couple of days.
When I first learned of this chance to capture a life story of a parent or a loved one, I just knew I had to do it for my mom. The completion of my mom's life story was just such a huge weight off my shoulders. She was just so proud of her story, and she just, well, just a great feeling for me to see her so happy.
Legacy consultants are the human face of the company. Each one has a passion for people and stories and understands intuitively why the mission is so critical.
I became a legacy consultant because I lost my grandfather 2 years ago, and we didn't have anything documented. And so during the time of the funeral and the wake and all of the events that happened, everybody's trying to fill in pieces of his life. And I just thought, I don't want anybody else to go through that. I want everybody to have the opportunity to have their story documented.
It's amazing to to see these people's stories and to learn from their experiences.
I like being a legacy consultant. I like the flexibility. I like that I can be at all my children's activities and stay home with them. It's nice to have some extra money. It doesn't take a lot of time, and you can make your own hours.
What I like about being a legacy consultant is meeting new people. As a consultant, I hear the stories of different people, and it is great to hear these stories.
It's a rewarding experience, too. Everyone wants to have a purpose in life, and this is something that gives you purpose.
Good earnings potential is another reason people join us. There are not many part-time opportunities where someone can make very good income with complete flexibility and control over their own time. In fact, our legacy consultants can make money both through selling to and servicing clients and subjects, but also by building teams of like-minded legacy consultants. The sense of achievement and self-improvement is very important to all of us. Finally, the meaning of our work is deeply personal and satisfying. When you present a life story package to a subject and the tears of joy begin to flow, it is a very special feeling.
I've had a lot of memorable subjects, but my most memorable subject would have to be my grandmother. We spent the whole weekend together talking. She was telling me stories, and I guess I thought I knew her, but through this process I've really gotten to know who she is as a person and what her life was really like. I learned all kinds of things I didn't know, and I feel like we have an extra special bond that we didn't have before.
A completed life story is a gift to the subject, the family, and the community. Although some people are reluctant at first to tell their story, with a little encouragement and the support of the Priceless Legacy method, everyone is pleased with the results.
My mom, she gave me the book my grandpa for my 14th birthday, and I can just use it. I'll keep it forever, and I can just use it to tell all my kids and grandkids about their great-great-grandfather. It made me feel that my grandpa was important. I knew he was important, but just for somebody to take the time and write a book about him made me think that he was more important.
After it was received and they got the book of Mama, there's this wonderful photo of her on the front, and it almost looks like a glamour shot from now, but it was way back then. I think it's really wonderful, and one of the reasons is you see the coffee table books that they have of famous people's life stories and all, and when I first learned about this, I thought, can it really be like that? I mean, it's going to be great, whatever it turns out to be, but is it really going to be like what you see at Barnes & Noble or in a bookstore, wherever? And it is, except it's her story, so it's my heritage.
I think it was important for my kids because I, over the years, have not shared a lot of things with them like my mother shared with me. Of course, we didn't sit down and talk during meals. Everybody ate in the living room in front of the TV. We didn't get together on Sunday afternoon like my family did, and the only entertainment we had was to sit around and talk. Where with my family, everybody went their own way. We were sitting in front of the TV, playing games, so we just didn't share a lot of my memories, from when I grew up with the kids. So I think it's great that they'll have it.
Just the whole notion of getting to talk about, not just where I came from, but the people that came before me, where they came from. And growing up, hearing the stories about my grandmother escaping during the Bolshevik Revolution at the turn of the century, and her dad coming home and saying everybody got to pack one bag, and buying entree onto a boat to America and landing on Ellis Island. And that didn't mean anything to me. So having that legacy to fall back on and having the history to read about and share that now with my son and people that will come after him, it's a pretty special feeling, pretty spiritual for me.
To accomplish our mission, we need legacy consultants who share our passion and commitment to action. We also need clients who share with us a sense that preserving life stories is not a vanity, but a sacred obligation. I have never been so committed to a professional cause and calling. Won't you join me on our quest to give the past a future?